What is something you lost as you got older? By Ask Reddit. Christmas. It used to be the highlight of my year as a kid. 2 weeks off school, plus I went to a Catholic school, so we were doing a lot of Christmas stuff anyways. Got to see family, got presents, great music / hymns, Christmas Eve service and all that. It was truly special. Now it's more or less just another day. I spent years trying to recreate that feeling, but it's gone. I'll still listen to some of the music and watch some of the movies, but the joy has gone out of it.
This was how I started to feel in high school, never been able to fix it since then.
I was in the same boat. However, I don't know your situation, but picking up a couple of nephews via my partner has really reignited it for me.
You're a lucky one then, early middle school.
I'm a sophomore in HS and the magic is still going strong, although seeing snow for the first time after Christmas spirit was starting to wane probably gave it a boost that'll last a while.
I hated Christmas Day as a kid but genuinely loved the season's feeling. Hated the day because I realized my financially struggling parents were giving me things. Loved the season because my mom put care and love into creating little memories. In my 20s I just didn't care for it at all. Just another day, as you said. Then I had kids. As they get older, I just see the unadulterated joy I can cultivate by being what my mom was to me. I also realized that it isn't because I'm a parent. I can do this POO for my friends.
It's because it's about the giving way more than the receiving winking face.
You should try visiting Germany in the days leading up to Christmas, it's effing magical. Wander around a medieval city from market to market drinking mulled wine and eating sausage. Not overly in your face or commercialized like it is elsewhere, everyone in a positive mood enjoying the season. Really restored the spirit of Christmas within me after I had grown past it.
This is so spot on. I remember always feeling that special, magical feeling as soon as December hit. Then when I was 13, December came around and that feeling never came. I was going through some personal / family poo that year, so I passed it off as being too depressed to feel excited about Christmas. But then the next Christmas, same thing, no magical feeling. Childhood over.
I get this. I've opted out as an adult. The first year felt strange, but liberating.
I imagine having kids of your own can help to reinvigorate some of that sense of wonder and magic you used to have. Being able to feel it vicariously through them.
It does help. I thought my mum was crazy when she said that every present her children got was like getting a present herself. I totally get that now. It barely registers that I only get some socks, which I love getting, hello adulthood, and a box of chocolates. I'm so excited about everything my children get.
Shopping for toys for my son is the best. Ooh, that will be fun to play with. OMG, that looks so cool. I always wanted something like this when I was a kid.
For me it's because it's advertised in August. Completely ignoring Halloween and Thanksgiving.
I feel the same way. I don't care for Christmas much anymore because half the year it's crammed down my throat. As the 4th of July moves out, Christmas moves in, and there is like a 2-foot-long display for every holiday in between. Like, how am I supposed to feel like something is special when it is around half the year?
I captured it for a year or two at one point when we got out the old Christmas cassettes and my mom and I went deep and made a bunch of cookies. Last year I tried again, but my cookie making was abysmal. I cannot for the life of me make a good cookie from scratch on my own. I'm fine with cakes and I can make cheesecake and be fine. But something about cookies I just get so FY, and it turns out at best burnt and hard, at worst, well I fed up oatmeal cookies where they wouldn't cook. No baking advice thanks. Anyways, I think if you can find creative ways to celebrate it helps, going back to traditions at times, like threading popcorn to decorate the tree, or other times making your own traditions, decorating your tree entirely with origami while watching old Christmas movies, can make it an event to look forward to rather than just a corporate holiday.
Same. I think it's because back then Christmas meant no school, so video games and good food, no school food, and when it was school it was more relaxed and had fun activities. Plus, I got presents and was truly ignorant of prices.
I've lost my cheerful optimism and it's been replaced by consequence-driven overthinking.
I've had the same happening to me at some point, and I also thought that it was because I've got older, but it turns out that I was just depressed, and that being cheerful / optimistic or sad and anxious doesn't depend on your age.
My cheerful optimism has been replaced by cynicism, or, as I like to call it, realism. At heart I am still the eternal optimist actually, but now I know that a lot of things will go wrong on the way to awesome.
Same. Anxiety is a effing bitch that needs to be deleted from the universe.
Same. I was also once a romantic and the life of parties. And right now I just feel drained. I've dated enough people who kept me around but didn't want to love me the way they say I deserve.
Innocence.
Innocence and naivety. Losing your innocence means you realize you're capable of being AC. Losing your naivety means you realize other people are capable of being CS.
I thought I was going to be a NASCAR driver, or a marine jet pilot, lol.
I don't know if I agree with your definitions. I remember telling a girl I didn't want to date her because I didn't want to take her innocence. I wasn't talking about anything sexual. She dated a good friend of mine. He dumped her and broke her heart. She told me she finally understood what I meant.
Seems more apt to say that losing your innocence means realizing that happiness is fragile. And that losing your naivete means realizing you can't trust people blindly.
I understand that people suck, but I'm always trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Then I'm always surprised when they suck.
This so much. It was really weird when I realized I wasn't the hero in the story, you know. We all like to think we're the good guys. Try as might, sometimes I'm an asshole. I don't wanna be, but sometimes it's necessary, and the times I've been, I've rarely regretted it.
I reckon it's the other way around.
I lost that when I was 12 years old trying to sleep in our caravan while my dad was cheating and having sex with my aunt while my mom was passed out drunk 2 meters away. I'll never forget those awful sounds.
Damn, that's rough, buddy.
And that's a lifetime of therapy right there.
Damn, that's all it takes? I'm in more trouble than I thought.
Man, therapy really isn't something people should be afraid of. I get there's lots of stigma around being in therapy, but it can be a great place to talk through things and get objective input and support even if your problems seem small. Just because you might feel other people's issues may be worse than yours, doesn't mean you aren't allowed to seek help about them.
Therapy is actually good. The people whom I've talked to always recommend it. The hardest part is just finding a therapist that you like.
Whoa, your father is Hockey Hall of Fame goaltender Martin Brodeur.
Holy poo.
People who were dancing were deemed insane by the people who could not hear the music. My boy Freddie knees, some year.
Maybe the schizophrenics are onto something.
Innocence is like my dad. Disappeared one day and never came back.
Have a hug as well. This is a good thread.